Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Backpack Trader Training Room for Thursday, November 21st, 2024. Please note the required risk disclosure. This room is for educational and informational purposes only. It is not to be considered individual financial advice. Trading of this type carries substantial risks and should only be attempted with funds you can afford to do without. All right, only session today, so we are done with that. No trade. Crude, that trade was too early, so we've got no trades this morning on crude. YM has gone too far, as has the micro Russell, so both of those trades will be looking for new trades. Pound Aussie got in sync with the long and has now stopped and reversed into a short. And we have a potential get in sync short on soybeans. Unleaded picking up target one win and then a one tick trailing stop. So target two traders are +2. Target one are done with a +28, +29. So we will wait for market open or a setup on crude or unleaded. And short on the YM, that's going to be get in sync. And that should be in that. We're just got to market open. The YM is short. short also on the unleaded chart. I don't know if that was too fast to have gotten into or not, but that is target 2. So this will be a power of quitting for target 2 traders. And a short trade on the micro Russell. Looks like we did not get to money management. Need to move down 2, so it's going to be 44.5 for our 14 tick minimum. And we missed that, so full risk still on the trade. Soybeans went too far. So that trade is off the table. Track the trailer on that. I am going through targets 2 and 3 and coming back to stop out at 633. So you got in sync with that. Picked up 34 ticks to target 1 and 79 to 33. 43 on the trailer for a one and done session. Unleaded trailing now. Unleaded and crude both moving down sharply. Crude still with no trades. And we didn't get to target 2, but we got a break even on the short. Now we're now in a long on the micro Russell. Moving up to it also. This is going to be 49.0. Unleaded stop at 136. And money management on the micro Russell. So this will be at least another, or at worst, another break even. Soybean still in the early short. We're not participating in. So we take an intra-bar break even On the micro Russell, 2 break evens. We're done on the YM. We've got a new short there. And a full loss on the micro Russell. I'm going to put unleaded up over the YM. That's going to be, that trade has gone too far. 4 minutes after market open for our start time. So we'll wait for a new trade there. So 2 break evens and a loss on the micro Russell. No trades as yet on the micro NQ. Micro NQ and the YM both pushing down hard. Unleaded stop down to 111. Still no trades on crude this morning. No trades other than the pre-market trade on soybeans. Unleaded down to 086 now. Trailing stop. Oh, 67 for unleaded. Pound Aussie setting a new session low. Working its way down to 93.55 for money management. Oh, 56 for unleaded. Micro NQ stopping out. So we'll look for a new trade there. Looks like unleaded may be continuing down. Soybeans is continuing downward. Waiting for a new trade there. Waiting for a trade on micro NQ. And waiting for the first trade of the morning on crude. Money management on the pound Aussie, that was adjusted for the stop and reverse. 93.55. And looking for target 2. 2 positions coming up would come off there. 20 pips apiece. Long trade on the micro NQ. Money management on the micro NQ. Micro Russell has a long trade. Micro NQ trailing, hitting target 2. Next objective is target 3. That's a most likely avoidable. Well, no, we saw that early enough that we should have been able, but it should have been into that. So that's unfortunately loss number 2 on the micro Russell. Stock will come down to 93.54 on the pound Aussie. I'm sorry. 66. Squeeze zone filter on crude. Unleaded down to 0.41. From entry, trade there. From the entry at 164 So we're 125 pips positive on the trailer. And we get a stop out before we get to target 3. Stop out just below target 1 on the long. We come back with a short money management there. And I believe we hit, looks like we hit target 2 on the nose. Definitely gone through it now. So our next goal is target 3. And unleaded, getting very close to a stop out at 27. $137 in hand on the trailer. So we have 2 wins in the micro NQ this morning. Four trades in the micro Russell, 2 break evens and 2 losses. And unleaded stops out at 027 for 134 ticks on the trailer. And 31 ticks on the primary target. So 233. 137 is 170 ticks. And unleaded is done. And we go stop and reverse back to long on the micro NQ. Slightly profitable stop and reverse, so we won't make any adjustments there. Up 3 on the micro Russell. Goes to a 5. And we did hit money management. So this will be at no worse than a 3rd break even. And we take a break even stop out. That was a pullback to break even. So that intra bar we did stop out. Otherwise, that would be a winner. And target 2 on micro NQ and trailing up. 696 flat. Target 3 in hand. So we'll win at target 3 and we'll look for target 4. And micro NQ stops out at 701.5. Didn't quite make it target 4. But it did go slightly above target 2. Soybeans challenging its stop on the pre-market trade. And while we're flat on micro NQ, I'll put unleaded back where it belongs. And we now have a long setup on the micro NQ. That triggers in. All right, I'm going to have to look back at this micro Russell trade. Make sure we did take a stop out there. And it looks like it hit both the stop and the money management in that 4-second bar. So I have to Make it a 1-second bar. Looks like that would have been valid. Looks like we probably touched the stop before we hit money management. So we actually would still be in this trade. So this would become winner number 1 on trade number 5. And trailing nicely. Okay, we got a break even there. That is, I expect an avoidable short. And then we go long again. And we are at break even. And target 2. So we'll push that on up to target 3. And that stops out. And then goes short again. So that is at least win number 3. So we go win number 1, 2, 3, break even. That's win number 4. That ends the session. So 4 wins on the session, not taking the short. And soybeans finally stops out. Unleaded now tracking our trailing stop. Eight and a half minutes before our 10 a.m. session. Data is running behind. Good time to be out of the micro NQ right now. A couple of noise trades. Micro Russell stopping out 50.4. Looked like an unusual crude session with no trades so far. And under 6 minutes to go. From the 10 a.m. mini session, at least on the data. Micro NQ is done. Hit 4 winning trades. Micro Russell has one more trade it can take. 2 break evens, 2 losses, 1 win. We can take 6 trades. And we get a break-even stop out on the pound Aussie. Five pips less spread, so we're probably actually slightly negative there. Spread on the pound Aussie is usually somewhere between 1.5 to 2 pips. So chances are we're actually down about 2.5 to 5 pips. 4:15 to go for our 10 a.m. crude mini session. Soybeans and pound Aussie are both flat, and crude is flat. Those are our 3 active charts. Crude will start a new session at 10 o'clock, new mini session. And there is our 6th trade on the Micro Russell. And that is a full loss. For the 3rd loss on the Micro Russell. 3 losses, 2 break evens, and 1 win. The win was targets 3, 3, and 4, and a really strong trailer. So that one is likely to be not too terribly far negative. Oh, and there is our first crude trade. Under 3 minutes to go, but we're in a long trades. Long setup on soybeans. I would push that stop down about 2 ticks, make it 81 3/4, so we're not right on the session low. And we are into our 10 a.m. mini session. That is a get in sync long now for the 10 a.m. mini session. So it's possible we could be in the same trade for both sessions. I think I bring the stop down to 78. Keep it a couple of ticks below the 200 EMA. And a pound Aussie long trade set. Crude in between the 200 and the 50. 200 pinching down toward, or 50 pinching down toward the 200. Soybeans did trigger into the long. Crude bouncing off the 200. Pound Aussie triggered in. Still in the 9 a.m. crude long trade. That trade is a get in sync for the 10 a.m. session as well. And my data just keeps getting further behind. So we have another probe down to the 200 at 80. It's immediately pushed upward. 10, 11 cents. 12 cents. Appears to be significant support. There's a stop and reverse. Would be at 79 at the full stop. I'd keep the 78 because of that 200 EMA. Now that would be a short at 82 for the 10 a.m. session. And we did stop and reverse at 78. Or actually, we did stop out at 78 for 9 a.m. session. 10 a.m. session is in the short on 82. 9 a.m. session takes a full loss. Small trades, a little bit smaller trade, so we'll go targets 2 and 3. Target 1 is less than 10 ticks. So this is our first 10 a.m. mini session trade. Pound Aussie and soybeans still just hanging around their entries, just below the entry on the Pound Aussie and on soybeans, both long trades. Almost 18 minutes behind in the data. And we take a full stop on this, on the short trade on crude. Just hitting the stop right on the nose. It's a second excursion to the stops. Definitely going to be out of that trade. Soybeans pulling back, as is the Pound Aussie. They're not going anywhere fast. Both of them down near their session lows. And a new long trade set up on crude. Market indices heading upward. Micro Russell at session highs. Micro NQ getting close to its session open. And YM approaching session. It's still 50 points below its session high. But well into positive territory for the session. $70.01 for the crude setup. Okay. Looks like price action has slowed down considerably. And my data is running further and further behind, so I'm going to call it a morning. Good luck. Good trading the rest of today, tomorrow, and Monday. We'll see everybody on Tuesday. That will be our only session next week with Thanksgiving. Wednesday, I believe, is a short day. So we will see everybody on Tuesday, and then we'll go a week from Tuesday. Everybody have a good one. And we'll see you next week.